guys! Oh my god, here we go again. It's been such a long time. Hi! Hey guys, it's me, Daisy Doll. Welcome to my channel. It's been such a long time since I had a one-on-one chat with you. I've been like all around the city, vlogging, posting, sharing with you guys, and I was just like, you know what? I need to just sit down for a second and talk to you guys. Mano y mano, one-on-one. In today's video, I really want to talk about what it takes to move to a new city. Now, this could be moving to a new city in a different state or moving to a new city in the same state. I mean, it's all moving, right? My video about was it worth it moving to San Diego, you guys love that video. I was not expecting all the love and all the interest and all the questions. Many people were curious about how is it to live in San Diego compared to living in LA? Like, what are the 10 things that I figured out just from living in San Diego for the past 3 years? So a lot of people really got some good information from that, and they just kept watching and watching, and I was like, you know what? Let me do a part 2. Let me sit down and at least let you guys know what it actually takes to move, what it took me to move. And I think it's the same when a lot of people are thinking of moving. I mean, these are super helpful tips that anybody could really find beneficial if you're moving. So let me just get right into it. When it comes to moving to a new city, I would suggest the first thing you should do is make sure you have a job. Make sure you have a job that can pay you well enough to actually live in that city. In today's world, whenever you think of moving, what are some of the things you think about? Oh, I gotta make sure that I can pay my rent. I gotta make sure that I have a job that allows me to live, and do things in this new place that I'm moving to. I gotta make sure that the place I'm moving to, I actually like. Do they have things that I'm gonna enjoy? What are the vibes like? Am I gonna be able to make new friends there? Am I gonna like the food, the scenery? Am I gonna have entertainment? Am I gonna have things that I like to do for hobbies? Maybe running, biking, hiking. So there's so many things you look at when you're thinking of moving. But guess what? I didn't look at, let me say, half of those things before I decided to move. When I decided to move, it was all based on opportunity. It was all based on job opportunity. I didn't even think of moving out of LA. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look for jobs out here. And that actually went fine for a little bit until I started to notice that nothing was really happening. How can I go for 3, 4, 5 interviews and I am not landing the role? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? So at that moment, I decided, all right, time to look outside of California. Yeah, I was willing to leave this, sunshine, beautiful weather state to go find a job that wants me. Like, I was not gonna just be here waiting, what the heck. Once I landed a job, which is, again, I would suggest before you try to move, make sure you actually have a job. Now, here's why. When you decide to move, when you decide to get an apartment, guess what they always ask you for? They want to see some sort of evidence that you have a job. They want to see the paperwork. They want to see either your pay summary or check stubs or even like an offer letter, that you got a job, and they want to be able to confirm this, So, unless you're doing kind of like a roommate situation, you could be able to get away with that, right? Not having a job and moving. But I was not planning on having any roommate. I was like, look, I need my own place. I need to make sure I have a job that, makes sense. Goal number 1, secure the job. Secure the job before you leave to move to a new city, okay? You're gonna feel much better when you have something like that as opposed to nothing. Step number 2 was to make sure that I actually had a place to move to. I had to figure out, okay, what part of town did I want to live in? Looking for an apartment in a neighborhood that fits you, a neighborhood that you would like to be at. I would say if you have a short timeline, the best thing to do is look at apartment listings every day. Contact any apartment that you think is close to what you want. Contact them, schedule a viewing, and go right away. In today's day and age, especially post-pandemic, apartments are flying off the websites like hotcakes. Like literally they're there one moment and they're not there again. So you gotta get it immediately. If you see something you like, immediately. It's important that you find a place that you like in a neighborhood that you want to be in. I came down a few times. I drove around the different parts of San Diego, just getting a feel for the vibes. Like each neighborhood has a different vibe, El Cajon is different from Chula Vista. Chula Vista is different from downtown San Diego. Downtown San Diego is different from La Jolla. La Jolla is different from Pacific Beach. It's like all these different neighborhoods have their own personality. And so you have to figure out, well, which one fits my personality? Which one do you see yourself enjoying and feeling like confident about? In the middle of looking for an apartment, in the middle of trying to find the right place to live, trying to find a place that fits your budget, guess what? You're also going to be researching movers. How to move. You're going to be researching movers. You're going to be researching people that help people move from state to state or from one city to another. I started by basically Googling movers in LA. If I'm moving, what should I be looking for, right? Like, what should I think about? What are they going to be moving? Do I have a lot of things that I need a mover for? Or do I just need to rent a truck and throw all my stuff in there and just drive down, So I had to evaluate everything. I remember calling a few places and hearing some ridiculous prices. I was like, wait, I'm only moving from Los Angeles to San Diego. It's only a couple of hours away. Why is it about to cost me like $15K to $2K just to do that? It just wasn't adding up. So yeah, the math wasn't mathing, and I was like, all right, this is crazy. The thing about this whole process for me is that different things were happening all at once. I think once I landed the job, it immediately made moving even more real. Once San Diego was signed, sealed, and delivered, I was like, okay, moving became super realistic in that moment. And that's when I really got on top of researching movers. How do I make this move without breaking the bank? I could just save this money for a deposit. I would call places and tell them, what I had and, what I was thinking of moving and all the stuff that they might have to pack and, and then I'd get a quote. Eventually, though, that's the thing. You can't give up. You got to keep calling around. You got to keep looking. Eventually, thankfully, I ended up speaking to a company that was able to accommodate me moving for $800. And I was like so shocked. I was so shocked when they told me that price point, because up until then, there was nothing close to that, okay? Nothing in that vicinity. I was super excited. It made everything, again, seem more real. I think in between all that, the apartment hunt was happening. The apartment hunt, I was able to end up finding a place. You know, it was like within budget. In fact, oh my God, I remember not even being able to see the exact apartment before I signed my deposit away. You know, like I was just kind of like, you know what? This is the neighborhood so far that I'm like, okay, like I feel good about. Let me just go for it. If I don't like it, I just get out, you know? So I think that there are different options for someone moving to a new city. Don't feel like you're gonna be stuck on a lease. Like, you know, there are a lot of leasing options. That moves me to the other point. Right now, post-pandemic, the rent prices are pretty crazy. I think someone asked me in my comments the other day, like, oh, what is rent like? I saw somewhere in the news that rent average is like, I don't know, I think like $2,800 or $2,900 for like a 1-bedroom. That was kind of like how I navigated moving from Los Angeles to San Diego. I guess the other step that I would add to this is, as you're packing, because you gotta pack, right? You gotta pack to move yourself to a new city. When you're packing, the best thing for you to do is to get rid of a lot of stuff. Like, think about it. You're moving to a new city. More than likely, you're not gonna need every single thing that you currently have at your apartment. I would kind of do like, what do you call it, a checklist of things that you know that you're gonna take, things that you know that you can leave behind, things that you know that you can donate. I remember I went through my closet and I had like a bunch of shoes, a bunch of clothes. I had a bunch of things that I was like, you know what, I gotta get rid of. Decluttering, okay? So decluttering your space, getting rid of stuff that you know for sure you're not gonna need when you move. Be excited. I would say my final tip for moving would be for you to be excited. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. It's like a new environment, right? So I feel like there are a lot of opportunities there. You know, get out and explore. Get out and see the things that you like. Those are my tips. Moving from Los Angeles to San Diego, tips that you should try if you're moving from Los Angeles to San Diego, or if you're moving from any city to a new city. Let me know if this was helpful. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts about moving to a new city. Like, where are you moving to? Are you moving to San Diego? Are you moving from LA? Are you moving from anywhere else to San Diego? Are you moving from anywhere else to anywhere else? Man, even now sometimes I think, what if I moved out of San Diego? Where would that be? I hope you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. And check out some of my vlogs so you can get an idea of some of the things in San Diego and what it's like to live in San Diego, right? All right, catch you in the next video. Bye.